This video is sponsored by Dreame.
When it comes to innovative products here at Dreame, there's really no shortage of things to look at, and that's pretty evident if you just stroll around the booth a little bit. You've got things like pool cleaners and stick vacuums, and the list goes on and on. But I will say one thing did catch my eye more than the others, and that would be this X50 Ultra robot vacuum. It brings a lot to the table, and as you'll see, under the table as well, in a good way. Welcome back to our CES coverage from Digital Trends. I'm Chris Hagan, and look, as I just alluded to, this X50 Ultra robot vacuum from Dreame brings an absolute ton to the table in terms of features, from its AI and radar detection to its ability to literally move up and down steps. We'll get to all of that throughout this video, but I want to start with something I just mentioned. So first of all, as you would expect with a product in 2025, we're going to start with artificial intelligence, AI. And what this X50 Ultra robot does is use AI-driven algorithms to map rooms, and combined with 3D radar technology and advanced RGB camera, the bot is incredibly efficient cleaning under and around furniture. So what you'll notice here, this raised up section, it'll probably lower itself in just a minute, but that is the radar center. Think of it as the brains of the operation. That is the radar that uses that camera to map out your house, and once it does that, with its AI-driven algorithms, it can create a path to clean everything. Now, that radar center, when it's mapping, it's probably up a little bit, but in order to get under certain pieces of furniture, it knows that it needs to lower itself down. So that is incredibly smart and intuitive of this X50 Ultra robot vacuum to be able to know how to control itself to efficiently get through, around, under surfaces and make sure everything gets clean. So as great as it is that you have these AI-driven algorithms and radar to help the vacuum map its way through your home, you also physically need the vacuum to do a great job of cleaning, and the X50 Ultra Robot Vacuum does exactly that. And my friend Tony here is going to help me demonstrate a little bit of how it works. So I know we've got the detangling duo brush that does a great job of
not sharpening the hair. Yes, because majority-wise, a lot of household family, with not only the robot vacuum, the cordless vacuum, they have a lot of issue with the hair strapping up there. Once in a while when they're cleaning it, they need to use a knife or they need to use a scissor suit, but with our detangling tool system, it actually brings a lot of convenience to it, so none of the hair will be trapped into it, including pet hair, human hair. Let's do a quick demonstration, so let's take a look. So I got some hair here, so you can take a look, Chris. Now I'm gonna release it. All the hair goes in.
wow. No hair tangled in there.
So when I close it, Chris, you don't really see anything up there.
No.
And I will show you this as well. Inside of the robot, let's say everything's all filled up here. When I turn this on in the vacuum mode, all the dust will be pulled into the other side, releasing more space, so allowing the machine to take more dust in. So I'm gonna start real quick. So you see it's emptying out from it. It's culling from the left to the right. There you go.
And this works as it cleans, correct? Like as it's going, it's able to compress and give you even more space.
Yes, you don't need to press anything that, on a phone or machine. When it's on a vacuum mode, it will have the brush going on and also the pressing going on with inside of the dirt box.
So in addition to the detangling duo brush, you've also got a couple of other brushes and mops as well underneath. So we're looking at the bottom here. You've got your duo brush here, but you've got these side brushes as well. Now these are locked into place, but what they do is clearly extend out about an inch or so. Another example, if you're looking from the top down, you can see they just extend out a little bit from the bottom to make sure that the vacuum is cleaning outside of its body a little bit and making sure it can get up against the edges and anything that needs to be swept, under ledges or anything against the edge of the floor. You've also got mops that come in handy underneath, and these mops, while they are underneath here, they're on a track that extends out. So these mops can extend out from the body as well, And again, just the vacuum's able to turn, and since these are extended out from the body, it can get up against the walls and edges, under ledges, to make sure that everything does get cleaned to your satisfaction. And then if you notice, when you come into these wheels here, so you've got the wheels for the vacuum, but you've also got these. And these flip out, and you're probably wondering, what in the world does this flip out wheel do? That's probably my favorite feature, and we're going to take a look at that next. So an issue you may run into with a lot of different robot vacuums is going up steps, but not this one. The X50 Ultra robot vacuum from Dreame, with its Pro Leap system, is able to move up surfaces up to 6 centimeters at a time. This is part of the mapping it does with its radar of your home to make sure that if it can climb that surface, it will do exactly that and make sure that it is clean to perfection. It has a shock absorbing system, and it is also designed not to do any damage to your floors as it comes up and down these surfaces. So in terms of technical details, there are a few more significant upgrades from the previous generation that make this literally more powerful. So first of all, the previous generation had 12,000 pascals of suction power. This is up to 20,000, so it's working even harder as a vacuum to make sure your floors, carpet, everything on that surface is clean. In terms of cleaning the mop pads, look, no matter how dirty they are getting washed out with water at 80 degrees Celsius and dried with hot air as well, to make sure that when they go back to cleaning your floor again, they will be cleaned and not tracking dirty water or dirty pads and adding dirt to the floor that was just cleaned. In terms of the dirt and dust on the vacuum, that's getting cleaned out automatically as well. When it returns to its home station, it's all suctioned out into a dust bag within that station, and it's one of just 3 things that you'll have to physically do yourself with the X50 Ultra robot vacuum. You'll have to change out that dirt and dust bag every now and then. You'll have to change out the dirty water and replace it with clean water to make sure the mops are getting properly cleaned. And then you'll have to change the detergent that you use to clean the floors as well. Now, this detergent does come with the X50 Ultra, but you can also order more and restock on Amazon or through Dreame's website. Overall, this is a product that I would absolutely say is a must-see if you're at CES, and if you're not at CES, be sure to check out the link in our description. But it just solves so many problems when you talk about the mop pads that extend out, the side brushes, the AI-driven algorithms that can map your home and make sure everything is cleaned efficiently, the camera on board that helps do the same thing, the fact that it knows when to lower its top head and get under furniture so it's not causing any disruptions, and the fact that, my favorite part again, it can go up surfaces up to 6 centimeters. It's also pet friendly, so in case your animals are a little bit afraid of it, they shouldn't have any fear. It's not going to do any harm to them. It's also child friendly, which as a new dad makes me happy, because if I were to put this in my own home, I'm not worried about it causing any harm or injury to anyone. Again, if you're around CES, can't recommend enough coming to check out Dreame. Even if you're just going to watch this robot in action for a little while, it is so cool to see it do this over and over again, and so successfully on display. They've also got a lot of other things on display at the booth. So thanks again for watching this video. Thanks for following all of our CES coverage, and we'll see you in the next video.